Kara with Reno Architects with regard to 4 projects: the Department of Public Works roof, the library roof, the American Legion, and the Borough Hall HVAC improvement. And while they provided fee proposals as requested by the Mayor and Council, it became very evident to me in speaking with the architects that there are so many variables involved in these proposals that it's my recommendation that you interview the 2 firms or individuals and go over their fee proposals and their qualifications with them firsthand. So I don't think there's anything for us to do on this tonight, except that if you approve that I'll set up some interviews to follow up on the information that you currently have in hand.
Okay, so you want to put that to vote on the council? You want to just,
Yeah, motion would be second and all eyes to arrange for the interviews would be
fine. Motion that we set up an interview with the RFQ companies? Seconded. Who's first? Ed. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll follow up on
Work session agenda, consent agenda. We have council reports. Anybody have council reports? No? There's no mayor reports tonight. Let's move down to for your information. I'd like Sam to talk about reviewing a personal policy and procedure handbook. I'm sorry, you want to?
Yes, I can take that. The Mayor and Council at a meeting prior to this raised the issue as to what benefits the Mayor and Council as elected officials would be eligible for. And I distributed the table of contents from our policy and procedure manual, and all the elected officials have also received a copy of the policy and procedure manual, and I can briefly go through some of those benefits with you tonight. The manual indicates, first of all, we do an orientation for all of our elected officials, and we review these benefits with them at that time. We're required to put together a checklist for them as new employees, and that's accomplished as well. There are provisions in the manual with regard to outside employment. Our employees, full-time employees, are allowed outside employment as long as there's a disclosure and there's no impact on their primary job, which would be with Riverbridge. Under the benefits section, we have scheduled holidays, vacation time, sick leave as well. And since the Mayor and Council received their compensation in the form of salary, their salary checks would still be issued, and they would be afforded the holidays and vacation time and sick time as well. Medical insurance plans has been covered. A new criteria has been put into effect, raising the number of hours that an elected official would have to accomplish in order to be eligible for this. And at this point in time, there is no elected official who would qualify for those hours. There's a life insurance benefit that goes along with the pension payments, contributory and non-contributory life insurance. The pension plan has changed somewhat in several years. If you were elected after 2007, you would go into the, not the defined benefit plan, but the contributory plan, only if your salary was $5,000 or higher. So currently the mayor qualified under the old law where we had a threshold of $1,500, and she is permitted to continue in the PERS defined benefit plan. Those of you after 2007, and we have nobody who is currently in the pension plan. We have no elected officials who are in the pension plan at this time. And you would not, as I read the law, you would not qualify because your salary is below a $5,000 threshold. Workers' compensation would accrue to the elected officials should you be hurt on the job. Those benefits would be there as well. We have other things in the personnel policy, such as deferred compensation plan. If you wanted to take a portion of your salary and have it deferred, you would be eligible to participate in that as well. There are various provisions for leaves of absence due to military service, jury leave, as the bereavement. As those came up, we would examine, those individual leaves, and I'm sure that they would apply as well. We have provision for conferences and conventions. It's very specific as to what convention conferences would apply. Currently, we only provide a registration amount for the League of Municipalities Conference, and all other expenses are borne by the elected officials themselves. And that's about it. That's for the most part. Those are the benefits that would apply.
All right, Alan, very good, thank you. Next, I want to bring up the voluntary bank regarding the organization and maintenance and